Hello everyone, this is Starscream065, and today I will be bringing you a review of Transformers Prime Beast Hunters Predacons Rising Target Exclusive Deluxe Class Predacon Lynx. On my boxes are currently being put away, so without further ado, we'll move on to the figure. So here is Lynx in his Dragon mode, and a very unique Dragon mode at that. Very thin, gimpy body, but really big wings. Makes for an interesting look. I like how all the dragons in this line thus far have all varied. Predaking looks very much different from Lynx here, for example. Regarding Lynx's namesake, he doesn't really resemble him all that much, aside from the colors. The colors aren't spot on. Like, this red is more like a burgundy than like the standard red that the original Lynx was, for example, and so on. But yeah, one thing I do want to point out, I mentioned how he was thin earlier. The plastic feels good. I have no problem with the plastic quality, but he just feels fragile. One of the reasons for me, let me move these wings out of the way, is the fact that part of transformation, these waist pieces have to split, and they like to wobble around, you can see here. The tail does go in there, but it doesn't really stop them from wobbling all that much. It's better than not having anything there at all, though. You know, like his arms are just real thin, and his legs are real thin. I guess that's what partly makes him unique, I guess. Due to the way that he transforms, with the arm going down and the wing going up, they're kind of connected in robot mode. The wing really can't go this way or that way. I mean, it can swivel up here, and it can, like the launcher part, can swivel up here. That's it. Speaking of the launchers, I'll bring these forward. I'll launch one of the discs. Near this white bit here, and you can just push the white bit forward, and you launch the discs. Discs are a nice gold. They have a nice sculpting on them. They look cool. And I appreciate that we have them. They don't work all that well, but they look nice on the figure, and they don't really hinder him very much. I don't mind having them on. Although I do add some weight in robot mode. You got some nice spikes going down his back here. They go down his tail as well. That's cool. He has really nice horns on his head. Probability in this mode, it's very much similar to that in robot mode. He kind of just stands up and transforms. But his head, his jaw can open, like almost dislocated. Speaking of which, his head is inside of his jaw, or inside of his mouth, I should say, and it kind of resembles like a gas mask. And it has these two prongs, for lack of a better term, and when he opens his mouth, it kind of looks like they're blasters, you can see. And I find that really cool. Kind of a good way of looking at the fact that his head's inside his mouth. Wings I already mentioned. You got ball joint shoulders. You got a rotation, 360-degree rotation here at the shoulder, and you can go that much forward. And you got ball jointed feet. You got a rotation, and you got a ball joint here at the hip. You got a joint here, a pin joint. You got a pin joint here, excuse me, too. You got a pin joint here at the foot. And the tail, it's on a hinge, kind of like a two hinges, double hinge back here. So it can kind of move around, but it's not articulated down here. This is all one solid piece. You can take this piece off here, which will kind of become like a mace/brass knuckle in robot mode. I'll take that off for now. So yeah, Lynx is really cool. I like his colors a lot. So from comparison in this mode, here is Lynx next to Fall Predacon Sideswipe. You can see how they look. They're about the same, well, not the same length, never mind. So, to transform this guy Lynx into robot mode, first, let's see. I'm going to take these wings and just bring them all the way this way. They can get kind of cumbersome. Because they're so large. And let me boost the camera up. Knock them forward. So you stand them up. You want to take his tail. You want to bring it up like so. On the hinges. And you want to bring it up onto his back like that. There we are. Then you want to take his waist. And you're going to just take it and slide it together and pop this right leg off. In doing so, you have some pins back here. You can see how far you've gone with the waist piece so far. This hip likes to snap off of me. I'm not really sure why. Maybe it's because I'm pushing too hard, or I'm pushing on the wrong place by pushing, or when pushing the waist together. I'm not sure exactly. But okay, this waist does not lock in, unfortunately, so it just kind of sits there. So let's see. Then you want to straighten the leg as much as possible. He's going to be permanently chicken-legged. And you're going to pull out these heel pieces back here. And I'll fix those when we get into robot mode fully. I was going to bring those out for now. It kind of reminds me of like duck feet. I'm not really sure why. But, oops, flip backward on me. Okay, then next, we're going to bring these wings back around like so. And let's see. You want to take this arm here, and you're going to take it and you're going to slide up that way as much as you can possibly can. Let's see. Okay, got it up a bit, and then you want to bring the wing down as far as, let's see. There we are. You want to bring the wing down, and you want to get the arm down so that the ball or the joint for the arm is inside like this circular piece on the wing. That enables the wing to move a lot. Which I'm not sure why they disable this for beast mode. I mean, with your preference, you could keep it like this in beast mode. But, then you want to do the same thing over here. There we are. And then I'm just going to leave the wings back here for the time being. And then to get his hands out, you want to come under here, you want to get his hand, and you want to rotate, let's see, try to remember what I'm looking at here. Yes, you have his hand, and you want to rotate it so that the thumb is like, let's see, you want to rotate, if you're looking at it this way, you want to rotate it counterclockwise. Because there's a tab here, and if you move the thumb into it, it'll snap off. In theory. So you want to rotate it, and then you want to, let's see, have the feet rotated, and then there's a tab here, and there's a tab down here at the bottom of the foot. And you're just going to bring it up, and you're just going to tab the foot in. Like so. There you got a hand, or an arm completed, I should say. Do the same thing over here. Rotate it. And here you want to rotate it. It would be clockwise. Then just tab the foot into the arm. Like so. Try to straighten them up. Focus the camera. Okay. Then you want to come back here to the back, and you have a little bit of like a cavity here, and you want to bring the chest area forward, like so. That will enable you to open up the chest. If you don't do that, the chest cannot open, it's locked. So bring that piece down. It's a very subtle change. And you want to open up the chest cavity. You want to kind of push his head down in there as far as it can. Open up the bottom jaw. And kind of stick it into where the chest cavity would close. Chest cavity would close, excuse me. Bring the head down as far as it will go. Not quite, actually. position the top jaw backward, close the chest piece up, straighten everything out, bring the wings out this way depending on what your preference is. I like it like this. And whoop, there. Okay, just pick them up that way. There you are. There you have Skylynx in his robot mode. Now, the one problem that I've seen a lot in video reviews of him and Skystalker, the first use of this mold, is that he's not very good at standing up. He has these heel pieces back here that are kind of hard to position. He's got these chicken legs, and he's got these big wings, big discs, and they make them very, very back heavy, especially if they're back here. Well, one of the things I like to do is, well, first of all, no matter how you like to display them, if you like his wings back here, or if you like these out, you can take the tail, bring it down, and it can act as another foot. And he'll stand with it, and I feel that to be a very, very good solution. And he's very, very stable that way. In addition, you can also, or this is what I like to do, and you can need a tail for this, is you can take the wings, like so, and then just swing the just launchers forward. You make, in my opinion, really, really wicked shoulder cannons. And that also solves the problem. Because now he's more front heavy than anything else, but these foot joints are real stiff down here on mine, so he doesn't want to go forward, but he doesn't want to go back, because he has no weight on his back, really. So let me get him positioned here, and that's what I think that's cool. I like that. It might look a little bit silly because they're really, really big, but I think that's cool, and I like the small wings back here. So yeah, there we are. So for comparison in this mode, here he is next with the Robot in Disguise Deluxe Predacon. You can see he's taller. I mean, he has the big wings and all that, but even with his, like the top of his, technically his head, he is larger than Predacon. Speaking of the face, as I just mentioned, I'm going to bring these back so I can show you the face better. The face is really interesting. I like it a lot, and it's, again, like I said, it's odd that it's in there inside the mouth, but it's interesting. It's new as far as I'm concerned, and it looks nice. Nice sculpting and nice painted red eyes, and the silver, or the gunmetal gray, I should say. So that's cool. I like it a lot. Okay, so for another weapon in this mode, he does have his mace kind of thing from from beast mode on his tail, and you got a you have two slots. Oops, dropped it. You have two slots here. You have a slot makes a single slot here in the middle, and on his arms, or on his hands, I just say, you have a raised portion here, and you can just position the mace like thing, or brass knuckle, you want to call it, over that raised portion. I'm going to do this off camera because I'm going to cooperate with me. There we are. And you got a really cool, albeit really subtle brass knuckles mace thing. And it looks cool. I like it. It reminds me of like an Ankylosaurus's tail. Granted, that looks more like a club. So yeah, I like him a lot. He is really cool. So let's see, for posability, the wings, same posability or articulation as a beast mode, but he can, even inferior to them that way. So a lot more posability at the main joint down here. You got ball joints again here at the shoulders. You got at the elbow. You got a 360 degree. If you pop this out here, there's not enough clearance with that claw there to rotate his arm fully around, which is unfortunate. Come on, tab back in. Tab back in. Come on. Okay, good enough. No, that's not good enough. There we are. Okay, sorry about that. Okay. And there is no hand articulation at all. There is waist articulation, which is nice. Tail, if you want to count that articulation, you are not articulated, double jointed here. Legs, you got a ball joint and a swivel here at the hip. You've got a pin joint here, and a pin joint here at the foot, and you kind of pose the heel spurs. So he is posable, and I found some really, really cool poses with him, like jabbing with his mace thing, and so on. And that often involved using the tail for dynamic poses, but I don't mind. Really one bit. Because he looks really cool. Oh, and head articulation, you can rotate it pretty much from the end of the cavity to the other end of the cavity back here. That's nice. I expected from the beginning when I saw this mold that his head would be very restricted, but it's much better than I thought it was. I thought it would be. And I guess you can also move the head up like that. And that's as much down as I can go. Yeah, he's cool. I like him a lot. He's very unique. So, I already show comparison for him. So, I guess this is it then. This has been the video review of Transformers Prime, Beast Hunters, Predacons Rising, Target exclusive Deluxe Class Predacon Sky Lynx. Thank you all for watching, and I highly recommend this figure.